Hi guys, my name is Sean Sanders. I want to welcome everybody to the dinner party tonight. We'll be doing some dishes that we do in the restaurant and I'm very proud to be here today. The first dish we're going to do is going to be a cured sea trout. The sea trout is coming off the coast of Ireland. It is a farm-raised fish that they're farm raising actually in the ocean. It's quite a procedure that goes into this, but it's really sustainable, delicious fish, and has a really great fat content from the water being so cold. We're going to use sunchokes and apples and radish and some citrus today. First thing we're going to do is we've made a sunchoke puree that's made with sunchokes and creme fraiche. We're just going to take a little bit of that puree and just heat that up. Okay, at the same time we're going to add a little more butter to the pan and we're going to warm up some sunchokes. Sunchokes are a tuber, so they definitely taste better when they're warm than when they're cold. I'm going to place all those flesh side down so that way we can get a little bit of color on them as we go. This is our sunchoke puree. I just added a little butter just make sure that we're seasoned properly. It does need a little bit of salt, so we're going to add some of that. So the sea trout, we just get the fish in whole and then we just cure it in a mixture of brown sugar, white sugar, and salt. It's cured for 2 days just to kind of pull some of the moisture out and actually cook and cure the fish. We like this fish so much that we decided not to smoke it. We just kept it just straight cured. It is probably one of my favorite fish in the ocean. We have a tendency in this restaurant to use a lot more freshwater fish because it's local to us. So we've always got walleye and Mackinaw trout and things like that on the menu. I just thought that this would be a fun dish for us to do. Okay, so our sunchokes have heated up and gotten a little bit of color. We don't want to go crazy. We don't want to get them piping hot. We just want to get them warm. They're always going to be a little bit better that way, considering they're a tuber. So we're going to put some of our sunchoke puree down. We're just going to make a little round of it. Our sunchokes can go in the bowl. Probably got a few too many there. That should be plenty. Okay, the next part will be the sea trout onto the plate. So we've sliced this pretty thin. Cured fish like this is always going to taste a lot better when it's as thin as you can get it. It's got such a beautiful color. And no, it is not salmon. There are many good forms of salmon out there, but I choose the sea trout. It has a little bit of a higher fat content than a salmon would as well, depending on what type of season you're getting it in. These are warp greens. They come from a little farmer in Buckley, Michigan. We're going to add these to our salad bowl with our sunchokes. We have some breakfast radish from Frillman Farms. He's a first-year farmer this year, so I try to support him as much as I can. We have some apples, Honey Crisp, from our favorite farmer, Peter Klein, over at Green City Market. And then we have a little bit of a citrus vinaigrette. So just to give it a little oomph and a little citrus, it always goes really well with fish. We're going to just use a citrus vinaigrette on there. Just enough to kind of coat all the ingredients in the bowl. A little bit of salt is always necessary for a salad. And a little black pepper. Stir those sunchokes and those apples and all that stuff up. Okay, now we're going to plate our salad right on top of our warm sunchokes. This way, as they go and they eat their salad, they'll get some of that nice creme fraiche and a little bit of fat from the sunchokes on their plate and on their fork. And we're going to use a little bit of almonds on this plate. Almonds will give it a really nice crunch. They also have a great texture with the fish that we're serving. And there we have it, our first course. Cured sea trout with warm sunchoke puree, warm sunchokes, radish, apple, and citrus.